Kwara State House of Assembly Elections Petitions Tribunal sitting in Ilorin nullified the election of the lawmaker representing Patigi constituency in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Ahmed Adam of the All Progressives Congress APC, over alleged irregularities in his names. Consequently, the tribunal declared Honorable Mohammed Yahya of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) as winner of the by-election that was held in March 2020. The PDP and its candidate had approached the tribunal alleging that Adam of the APC had deposed to a false information in the ECN form he submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Delivering the judgment, the tribunal's chairman, Aminat Aliyu, said that Adam's name on the ECN form was different from the one on his primary school certificate, declaration of age, voter card, and in the letter forwarded to INEC on 15th January 2019. Counsel to the PDP candidate, IBN Mahmood, expressed satisfaction over the judgment, saying that it had reflected the true position of the law. Reacting on the issue, the state PDP congratulated its candidate in the by-election, Honorable Yahya Mohammed, for his victory at the tribunal. The party, in a statement by its chairman, Engineer Kola Shitu, said the judiciary should be hailed for standing up for the truth by declaring Honorable Sahiu Yahya Mohammed as winner of the House of Assembly by-election, which was held on March 14, 2020, following the indictment of the APC candidates over forgery of his certificates. Okay. The same thing that happened in Bayelsa. But if we try not to even talk about the APC, but generally Nigeria as a country. And do you think that the outside world is not seeing what is happening? Is it not disgraceful? Is it not shameful that those who are supposed to come to the front line to lead the people, to represent the people, are the ones with questionable characters? And that is why we are having problems. You see that in the party, instead of them to present the right person, they won't. Maybe because somebody has been loyal to them in one way or the other, they say, oh, we are going to present you, irrespective of your credentials, irrespective of your being competent, irrespective of your whatever. They will not take you because you have not been loyal. So even if you are somebody who has a questionable character, they will try to cover it up. And one thing about this whole thing, if you are in one party, don't just forget that the opposition party is looking at everything that you are doing in your party. I think they should know that. Maybe they know that they should just go ahead and do whatever they like to do. And when people are coming to say, oh yes, what is happening in PDP? What is the business of APC to be talking about what is happening in PDP? I think those who have not even gotten the gist how election is being run or how party is being run, they are the ones who are going to be talking about that. The people who are really ignorant, because definitely your loopholes are the things that your opposition will be looking for, so that they will use it to nail you. So generally, as a country, we don't even present our first 12. We don't present them. Just bring anybody from nowhere. Those who do not have a good record, you just bring them in, maybe because they have money or because they are loyal to some godfathers. Let them do the right thing. Follow due process. They won't do that. And that was what cost APC again in Bayelsa State. Of course, Bayelsa's case is still shaking, but that was what caused their defeat in APC, in Bayelsa. And come to think of it, this whole thing happened in March. That means OSHIOMOLE was the one in charge. Does it mean they didn't do their due diligence? They didn't do everything properly? That was exactly what happened again in Bayelsa. They lost it. Because this happened in March and OSHIOMOLE was removed in June. OSHIOMOLE was removed in June. I'm sure, yes. And this thing happened in the same OSHIOMOLE as didn't do the due diligence. They didn't follow the process the way they ought to follow it. And that's why they are getting back this feedback again. But whether PDP or APC, it's happening. It's just all about Nigeria. The international community, they are watching, seeing what we are doing. And some people will tell us, oh, the international communities should come to Nigeria to come and see what is happening, that they should not be fed with a they should not believe all this propaganda, they should not believe this, they should not believe that. Like, seriously, they should not believe them. See what is happening. So you think they are not hearing, even after the court has proclaimed his verdict or has given his verdict? You think they are not hearing, or they are going to block their ears with a wool so that they will not hear what is happening? So somebody has to travel back to Nigeria before they will not know what is happening. That is how they are deceiving themselves, and they are embarrassing us. You know, how would they trust our system, where the system is not even doing the right thing to bring in the best? You see now, they will tell you, oh, some people made this. They will be talking about godfatherism. What does it mean to be, what does that godfatherism mean? It's just to choose anybody who is loyal to you. It's not by competence. It's by who you know. And that is why we are seeing all of these things. Our education, they bastardize it. And that's why you see that people are just trying to get it quick, to get a fixed one. They just do things anyhow. We are not systemic people. We have the system, we have what it takes, but ability to follow through. That is why we are having all this problem. The political will to follow through. They will make laws. The people who make the law, they are above the law, which is not supposed to be. Everybody must be equal. Because if you make the law and people follow you through, even you yourself, irrespective of what you have achieved or your position, you have to follow through. But if you don't follow through, that is where we see all of this. Is people want to go and get a certificate or to put things together that are not really right, and they will still accept. No proper checking, no investigation, everything just goes. Because if you don't want trouble for yourself, you have to scrutinize everything. Everything. You cross the T and you dot the I. Do everything so that you avoid all these problems. And to sum this whole thing up, it's still embarrassing, very, very embarrassing. So we're not even talking whether it is a PDP that is winning or whatever, because it does happen too in that same party. It does happen. So where do we go from here? The party that brought about change, experiencing this kind of a thing, going through this process. The same thing PDP was doing during its time. You guys are doing worse things. Why can't you learn? Meaning they did not learn anything. The change mantra is just a propaganda, because they have said the change will start from you, not from them. And that's why they will make law. They are above the law. Talk about change. It has to start from you, not them. That is why we are getting all of these things. See the way they are being embarrassed, and they are losing out. They are losing out seriously. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let us know what you think about this.